Now, from the studios of Into Tomorrow in Miami, this is ITTV.
Welcome back to our latest ITTV update. I'm your host, Dave Graveline. You know, we're not just a weekly video report. We also produce a weekly 3-hour radio show. Into Tomorrow is now in its 18th season, bringing you the latest in consumer tech. If you haven't heard it yet, please be sure to stop by our site at intotomorrow.com and check out our listing of nearly 190 AM and FM affiliate radio stations all across the country and in Canada. Or download our free podcasts and listen at your leisure. You can also hear the show via our free apps available for a plethora of mobile devices. We've all heard of smartphones. Most of us have one. We've also got smart TVs in the mix now. But have you heard of a smart watch? These products have been growing in popularity, with many of the top tech companies coming out with their own models and many others rumored to come out with some. ITTV's Iggy Albistu is here this week to offer a peek at just a few of these connected watches that we've been playing with lately.
Remember the movie Dick Tracy with Warren Beatty from 1990? You know, the movie where a detective could make phone calls on his watch? Well, finally, in the year 2013, we have just that. They're called connected watches, and they come in all sorts of sizes and features, styles and colors. But the three that we're going to talk about today are the Cuckoo, the iWatch, and the Martian, which is this one right here. Now, the Cuckoo watch is for the fashion-inclined techs that want a watch that looks good and has some connected features. For starters, if you're not that attached to your phone, like my wife is, you probably leave it lying around the house rather than keeping it on you, and boy, that's the story of my life. But with the Cuckoo watch, you can actually leave your phone lying around the house and your watch will let you know when a call is coming in, an alarm or calendar reminder is going off, and soon it'll even let you know when you get a text message.
Message from the dark side there is.
So the watch doesn't have too many features for a connected watch, but if you're not a tech-savvy individual or you're a fashion connoisseur, then the Cuckoo watch would be something to look into. Oh, and on the down low, I'm thinking about buying this watch for my wife. Shh. The second watch on the agenda is the Italian-made touchscreen futuristic iWatch. Now, this watch, I have to say, is really cool because it features a touchscreen and it has built-in apps. Apps like weather, text, calls, emails, and it can play your music. I go crazy and will you still call me Superman? Oh, camera's back. Where was I? Oh, that's right, the iWatch. Now, although the iWatch has really cool features, I feel it does lack in other ways. For example, the iWatch only lets you make calls, but you still need your phone to do the talking. Also, the iWatch doesn't have a strong battery life. Unfortunately, it only lasts 6 to 8 hours, and if you really like playing with it, even less. Now, I also discovered something about the iWatch that most people may not know. That's because I read the user manual. You know that book that comes with your product and no one ever reads? Well, I discovered something pretty lame about the watch in there. It actually says in the user manual, and I quote, "Do not expose your iWatch to excessive pressure, shock, dust, temperature, or humidity. Excessive exposure to high or low temperatures can shorten the battery life." And lastly, I quote, "Never expose the product to direct sunlight over long periods of time. Do not use the iWatch in the rain." So in other words, your watch can only be worn indoors, and if you live in South Florida where the climate is hot, humid, and rainy, this watch is useless to you. Maybe that's why Dave's been having some problems with this watch. Moving on to the third watch, which happens to be my favorite and was part of Dave's top 10 at CES this year, is the Martian watch. This watch is truly the watch of tomorrow. Now, this isn't a watch that looks like it came from Roswell, but the Martian watch provides the elegance of 007 with the features of Dick Tracy. The Martian's features are 2 separate batteries, so even if the connected part runs out of battery, your watch can actually still tell time. You can also change the band of the watch if you're the fashion type, and it has a small screen that tells you if someone's calling, and when someone calls you, you can talk to them right on your watch.
What's up, H? Watch is awesome. Thanks for calling.
You're welcome.
And since I have iPhone 5, at the click of a button, I can talk to Siri right on my watch.
Hi Siri, how are you?
I'm happy to be alive.
Overall, connected watches come in various shapes and sizes and have various pros and cons. But out of the three that I've been able to play with, my favorite has been the Martian watch. That's because it provides a balance of awesome features and tremendous productivity.
Oh, okay. Oh, thanks, Iggy. I'll call you back. I was just finishing up a phone call on my watch. What are your thoughts on these so-called smart watches? Do you see the world of Dick Tracy coming to life? Share your thoughts with us anytime, 24/7, or ask us any tech-related questions. Call us toll-free 1-800-899-4686. That's 800-899-INTO. Or listen and participate via our free Into Tomorrow apps. Of course, you should already have our free app. Let's climb aboard our tech time machine as Chris Graveline takes us for a look at some of the highlights from yesterday's tech achievements with This Week in Tech History. This week, among other things, he brings us back to the first space station.
This week in 1877, Edwin T. Holmes of Boston, Massachusetts installed the first telephone switchboard burglar alarm. It was that invention that would lead to the alarm systems that many of us have in our homes and businesses. In 1928, WGY-TV in Schenectady, New York began the first schedule of regular TV programs. WGY offered programming to the upstate New York audience 3 times a week using the mechanical scanning method. In 1973, this week, NASA launched Skylab, the United States' first space station. And this week in 1997, the Deep Blue supercomputer, developed by IBM, won a game of chess against the world chess champion Garry Kasparov, who is thought to be the best chess player who's ever lived. That's our look back at This Week in Tech History, brought to you by IFA Berlin, the global innovation show with a rich history all its own. Get more info at ifa-berlin.com. If you don't subscribe to our free once-a-week tech newsletter, what are you waiting for? It provides you with all sorts of helpful information every week. Find out what we'll be talking about on our weekly radio show, read our weekly tech tip, be among the first to learn about new giveaways, and we even give you some thoughts to make you smile. Subscribe right now at intotomorrow.com.
Don't forget to hit that like button on our Facebook page at fb.com/intotomorrow. And while you're at it, follow our official Twitter feed at IT Radio Show. We love it when you get social with us, and we frequently send prizes out to those that like us. Well, thanks for joining us again on Into Tomorrow TV. Look for us right here again next week. I'm Dave Graveline. Oh, is that you calling? Hello? Oh. Yeah, no, I don't think so. And that better not become a blooper.